All right there, folks, and welcome back to Malmo. Firstly, let me just say this. If you're making videos of any description for YouTube or any other purpose, you might want to, when you record, if you have a microphone, as you do, because otherwise no one can hear you, if you're going to have a microphone, make sure that when you start to record your video, that the microphone isn't behind your computer, as mine is when I'm not recording. I've just found that out to my cost when I recorded what should have been this episode when we played Salzburg and we drew 1-1. So at the point of recording, it was ridiculously echoey and not worth my time, and not worth your time, more importantly. So that episode will never see the light of day. It was a 1-1 draw. It wasn't particularly exciting. It was a dull game. Issam Yabali scoring. They missed a penalty as well, but otherwise it was their only real attempt in the game. We deserved to win the game, but we were pretty weak when it came to the front line. And we played the first leg off camera of the Champions League qualifiers. This is a playoff. I'll run through the games that I ran through before, so bear with. But with the Champions League, the second leg is what we're coming through today, and that's away. 1-0 we trail with an away goal by Munas de Boer. We missed several chances. You can see 6.1 for Strandberg. He, the main culprit. We should have taken something from the game, but it wasn't to be, and it leaves us with a big task before hopefully qualifying for the Champions League proper. We've managed to win by 3-0 in this Swedish Cup second round. It's the first time I've ever seen the same competition on the same fixture list for the same season year. The group stage will be drawn in November, so it's important to get that game out of the way now. So yeah, last time you saw us, we lost at home to AIK. After that, we managed to win lots of games by lots of goals against not too big or good opposition. Halmstad, though, not bad. 7-1. That was pleasing. We'll skip over the huge wins over the Andorran side, Santa Coloma. 0-0 at home to Sundsvall. Fuming. Absolutely fuming again. The front line, a little bit weak. Ostersunds, though, we managed to win by 6-2. We were 6-0 up at 1 point. Goals from all over the place, to be quite honest. And then we knocked out Maribor. I thought Maribor would provide a really stern test. Indeed, they did it away from home, but the home victory of 4-0 seeing us through. 4-0 again away at Sirius, despite Rosenberg's red card. We played Hacken and won by 2-1. The problem here being that Jezza picked up an injury, a bad injury. He tore his calf and is out for 3 to 4 months, which, given there's only 3 to 4 months of the season, or league season at least, remaining, is quite a problem. So we went out and we signed a new striker on loan by the name of Antonio Lagomina, who's only just scored his first goal for the club. Third appearance, he scored it in the Swedish Cup against Prespa Birlik. The other addition to the side in the transfer window thus far, it is still open, I believe, is a defender who's also now injured. I don't know why I'm in a strange view like that. Andrea Accardi. So he started his first game. He played his only game in the Swedish Cup, and he did his thigh, so he's out injured as well. But we do have ongoing at the moment a youth intake, and there's one name particular that draws to my attention straight away for proper star potential. Alexander Pettersson, a promising midfielder. I think we've got one here, gents and ladies. So Big Al will be coming into the side as soon as he's signed a deal where the academy game is tomorrow, so he will join the first team the day after. So really excited about him. Nothing too much else in the side, okay. Uberg, no, probably not. Ricard Anderson, no. I think we're scraping the barrel, but Alex Pettersson looks so Peterson. I go Pettersson. It's double S, isn't it? Pettersson. I think he's going to be good. So today is a big uphill task. It's a big ask for us to knock out Salzburg at any stage, never mind having had a pretty poor first leg against them. So fingers crossed. I'll see you pitch line in just a minute with the team. So there are the teams then. It's pretty much full strength, except for obviously Lagomina playing left side strike with the injury to Jezza. Big loss for us that. He'd only just started to... I say he'd only just started. I mean, he's scored 34 goals this season. I fully accept that he's stat padded with a few goals against pretty poor and lowly opposition. But, you can only score against who you're playing against, and 34 goals against any opponent at any level is pretty good. So fingers crossed we can do something here today and at least give Salzburg a good game. A good game. We gave them a good game at our place and we didn't get the reward for it. Hopefully we will today. Levicki might collect here and he just drove over the bar. We did a few of those in the first leg. It's got to be said, Salzburg only had that one chance, and it's just the quality of their front line so much better than us with Jabur. I don't know how you say his name, to be quite honest, but I'm aware that he's a class act. And, Gudbranson might be in here, and he is within 4 minutes. The uphill task suddenly becomes an up-mountain task, if that's such a thing, but now it's a mountain to climb. Wolf sends this ball into Yarbo, and their striker, Gudbranson, probably just about got himself back on side. It's a calm and cool finish. And well, it's a long way back now. From 2 shots on target, Leipzig have scored 2 goals against us and really strengthened their hand in this tie. Safari collects the throw out. Benaku, Levicki to Lagomina, who's still setting into the side. It's difficult for him. Winheim, Rosenberg, and launches it over the crossbar. If we'd taken our chances in both legs, to be quite honest, we'd be out of sight of Red Bull. But as it is, we just don't have they're just so uncomposed when it comes to finishing. It's all or nothing with our boys. Just before half time, then Rosenberg will chase this ball into the channel. He won't get there though. Hopeful ball, but hopefully we bring that away. Borson heads it down to Bashiru, launches it towards Rosenberg, who doesn't retreat, but Strandberg slams that one home. A mistake by the Salzburg back line, and suddenly from 2-0 down, if we score again, obviously we take the lead on the away goal. Whether or not we will or not is up for debate, up for discussion. Fingers crossed though. Hoffel there keeps it in, doesn't need to, and Strandberg decides to apply 88 miles per hour speed, flux capacitor speed we'll call that, to the ball and finds the back of the net. So we're within touching distance of a possible, I think we're going to say, give me something else, because we need to see a goal. Fingers crossed it comes for the Blues. Come on, boys. Goal kick now. Darling sends it out to Safari. They've closed off all the angles, but a long ball off the back of Onguene. Lagomina will collect. Goes into Bashiru. Levicki to Benaku. Rosenberg collects. Lagomina, and offside called. Was it offside? Strandberg called offside. It was flicked through. Lagomina is struggling to adapt. It has to be said. We just don't really have any other options, and I'm going to stick with him. And, headed away. We might be able to profit from something here. Lagomina is the man furthest forward. He collects this. He'll fly down this left side. Crossed in. Bashiru shoots. Rosenberg straight at the goalkeeper, and we can't profit from the rebound. Chances are coming. We're going to tell the boys to get creative. And fingers crossed, we might fashion another chance. Yarbo just gets there ahead of our man, whoever that was. Safari launches the ball clear, but Rosenberg will not get there. Bashiru collects this ball out and plays it down the flank now. Rosenberg, players arriving. Strandberg's one of them, and he puts it into the back of the net. And suddenly, we have a foot in the Champions League group stages. We have an away goal lead with 22-ish minutes to play. Normal time, of course. Great ball down the line for Bashiru. Meant that the Leipzig defence had to stretch, and 2 men came, didn't get there, and Rosenberg crosses for Strandberg, who slams home his second of the night, and we take a 2-goal lead a 2-1 lead on the night and a 2-2 away goal lead at this stage. But it can all change very quickly. But we have a little bit of strength. A few cards though is Haidara, Huang, and we collect. I was trying to say his name, but by the time I was going to get to the end of it, he lost the ball. Darling, Brawson now sends it out right to Winheim. Strandberg looks to exploit the flank, but won't get there. And Hoffel, he's not going to make the same mistake twice, is he? No, he is not, and that's not a bad ball. And well collected by Yarbo and Gudbranson. Minamino to Huang. And Farkas is in on this right side. Dangerous fullback attacking place. Whips it to the far post. Crossed in again, and we tried to keep it out, but we couldn't claw it out. And suddenly we're out of the Champions League again. And I feel like we didn't really help ourselves in this attack. We never really got the ball, so we didn't have a chance to clear it, but we never looked settled. at the back line there. And Darling, it's not great goalkeeping, is it? He's sort of just palmed it up into the air and it's fallen back against him off the post. So I'm sure he did all he could. We can't take Bashir off because he's the best midfielder we have at the club. It's a tricky one. We're going to take Vinheim off for Erik Larsson and hope that he can maybe get one down the right side and get in and, give us something to work with. I'm waiting to shout, demand more. Into the last 10 minutes we go. Benaku, Levicki, Lagamina collects into Bashiru again. He makes the play tick, but that was a bit of an empty, bit of a tired ball perhaps. But we bring it away. That's a better ball. Lagamina, cross, Strandberg scores and 3-2 on the night. 3-3 again on away goals. We have the lead. See, it's difficult to know what to think because winning on away goals is beyond my comprehension, to be quite honest. It's a lovely finish from Strandberg. Lagamina linking up well. We're not going to make any changes. It's just so delicate, such a fine margin, and well tackled there. And Safari gets it back to Darling, who clears. But suddenly, it's all or nothing. We might even be able to get another one on the counter. But that said, look, Salzburg has so much quality and so many men flooding forward. Here's Hwang. Interesting. I think we tell the boys, well, we're not going to tell them anything at this point because we don't know what way this attack is going to go. Darling clears. Strandberg's on the end of it, gives it to Benaku. It's a good ball out to the right with Larsson. Bashiru, Lagamina, terrific save, you've got to say. He looked beaten and the hand came up and just claimed the ball. Hopefully that was the chance. As Salzburg now come forward in Ulmer and Larsson Larsson penalised there and the play will continue for some reason. Yarbo, Larsson, don't mess up here son, clears the ball into an area that we don't like it though, and Haidara can go right to Farkas, headed on. Safari can keep this in and he clears and it just keeps coming back. Yarbo there looks to the right side. Not a convincing header from Brawson. And suddenly, here we go. The cross is going to come in, and it's gone on too long, hasn't it? You know and I know. Oh, Haidara sends one just over the crossbar. What an entertaining fixture this has been, despite the fact that we're probably going to get sucker punched. Bashiru heads down. Safari. Oh, my word, Safari with a goal. Maybe we won't get sucker punched. We're on our way to the Champions League. Even if Salzburg score again, we have 4 goals, 4 away goals. And the money, the riches, lovely finish from the Safari boy. The riches that come with the Champions League, the ability maybe to attract a higher clientele of player in the coming weeks as the transfer window. Well, I mean, it doesn't leave us much wiggle room. We might have to look at next season. But the fact that we're now a Champions League club, it means a lot. It means a lot. We get to entertain some of the Europe's big boys, hopefully. And that's it, a fine win, despite the fact that we lost the first leg by 1-0. Oh my word, what a result. I need to have a lie down. Nobody gave us a chance. And by nobody, I mean me. I didn't give us a chance either. But we've done it. We've won 4-2, 4-3 on aggregate. Didn't even have to rely on the away goal rule. And we qualify for the Champions League group stages, £11 million. And 1.78 million for that playoff as well. So those finances have really jumped up now. £55 million in the bank balance. We are quite well off. I'll just get through all these news items, and then you can join me for the old Champions League group stage draw, which we probably wouldn't normally be invited to. We're going to sign these recommended players because amongst them is the boy we just pinpointed, Alex Pettersson, who is going straight into the first team upon arrival. So yeah, we're into the Champions League group stage. That's mesmeric. Which, yeah, we were supposed to reach the playoff. We've reached the group stage. That's a big thumb, a big blue Malmo thumb there. Come on. See you in a minute for the draw. So here we go then. The pots. We're into pot 4. As you can't really complain about that. Just to be in the draw at all is quite exciting. So we can't face any of those other sides in pot 4 because some rather delicious looking sides, all far bigger than us, and all will attract mega crowds. And then it just gets better and better. So we're gonna get a lot of money from this Champions League adventure, even if we don't actually win any games. So let's rattle through some of these groups, shall we? So pot 1, all drawn there, huge sides of course, and then pot 2 equally huge sides, and pot 3. Okay, so let's take a look now at the groups as they are. What would be the most profitable group draw for us? I mean, Group A is jumping out at me, even though it's got Basel in it. Other than that, probably Group G is looking a bit tasty, although Group H is probably where the money is. So we don't get Group A. That goes to Rosenborg. And then do we go? No, that's Besiktas, Leipzig into Group C, Legia Warsaw into D, Malmo to play PSG, Porto, and Olympiacos. So some exciting ties there. Group E, that is Paris Saint-Germain, Porto, and Olympiacos in the Champions League. I don't know why it wouldn't let me see that there. Let's. It has to tick through, but you know what it means. Big ties, big money. Paris Saint-Germain and FC Porto, the glamour ties. Anything, a goal against Paris over 2 legs, or well, over both group games would be pretty blue thumb, pretty Malmo thumb. So do pop a like on there for me for qualifying for the Champions League. It negates the fact that I forgot to move the old microphone so that you could actually hear what I was saying on the video that you will never see. Comments as well. What's the smallest club you've ever achieved Champions League success with? Because I'm at this point, I'm counting this as success, regardless of the fact that we won't make the group beyond the group stages. So yeah, let me know, and do pop a like, as I say, and subscribe as well if you haven't already. I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. We've got a couple of weeks before we play any more league games. The Champions League games will go in, so we haven't got too many more league games left. You can see that there. So I'm not too sure which game it'll be. We'll probably come back for a Champions League tie, though, depending on who it is. In fact, definitely be a Champions League tie. We'll recap the Allsvenskan games as well. So we're back for a Champions League game. It'll probably be around here sometime in between the Hammarby and Jönköping's affair, and I look forward to seeing you for that. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and goodbye.